Juiovla. The public viewing has voted. Time in the Big Brother house has come to an end.
Hey.
You have been evicted from Big Brother's house.
Yelisa,
It's a lie.
when you saw Blue Ava there, you cried when you nominated her. How does that make you feel though?
For now, I would say speechless. And I don't like him in that way that people see it. Actually,
I really like Tabang. I think he's such a genuine soul when he wants to be. So there's a certain somebody that we left in the house. Yeah, me.
Interesting. Yelisa likes Tabang likes Kosi likes Yemi. So it's there's a link here.
Today's eviction. Like, I am still laughing and saying, is it a prank or am I dreaming or exactly what is happening here? Today's eviction has to be the sweetest. Like, the thing is sweet in my body. And see, Big Brother, see, you know what? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you're doing great. Please just subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and also hit the bell button. Let me know in the comment section as well. How are you perceiving today's eviction? And bear in mind, the next pair that would have gone out is Yvonne and Justin. And I'm just wondering how did this happen? Like, when I even saw the percentage difference, see, I'm going to put it up here, but let me just actually tell you, the percentage difference is something that you wouldn't even believe it. Just difference of just little percent. Juiovla, whatever, had 15.10, Yelisa had 15.39, and then Juiovla had 15.43. Like, the difference is just is insignificant if you ask me. Like, I'm very excited. I don't know why I'm excited. I'm not a bad belly, but you know what? I am happy that ships are broken tonight. Like, let them play their game. Let them start playing their game. And from what Ebuka is saying, that tomorrow's head of house game is going to be top notch. Like, there'll be a twist. So I just hope that by tomorrow they're going to unpair all of them. Let them now play the game. Let us play the game. I'm just super excited how this is going. At least now that all the ships have been broken, the ships that is Yvonne and Juicy J ship have been broken, Yemi and Kosi's ship too have been broken. Then we also have I'm sorry I'm laughing. I'm not a bad belly, but it is what it is. We also have Nelisa and Tabang's ship. So I'm just excited. I'm excited that this is going on. So now let's dive into the whole eviction process. So Ebuka, or the team, short, the whole production cast this time around did not even want to beat around the bush. They came up with eviction straight up, and the first set that were evicted was Juiovla, that is Juicy J and Olivia. They were the first sets that were evicted from the show. When they were evicted, I was like, is this a joke? How can they be evicted? I thought Olivia was actually very strong, and apparently she's not as strong as we thought, or as I thought. I don't know. Were you expecting this eviction, or were you not expecting? Am I the only one that was shocked at it? Let me just know in the comment section. Now they got evicted. They had to come out for their interviews. Their interviews were epic. Then highlights of Juicy J's stay in the house. I think that should be like the best highlight I've seen in this season. Like, Juicy J enjoyed himself. Juicy J was fun. Juicy J was everywhere. Juicy J just gave us. Juicy J was the vibe. When I say the vibe, like, I don't think he had an issue with anybody in the house. You always see him smiling. You always see him talk to people, interact with people. He can dance. Even today, so the way he was singing when other housemates were in the house, he was outside the garden singing. And Juicy J is just fun. I just love Juicy J. Then his relationship with Yvonne, what's up after the house? He said, well, when she comes out of the house, we'll see how it goes on.
Each week, I try to just change levels, change gears, and just keep the same energy freaking going.
Then now time for Olivia's highlights while in the house. I don't know that Olivia, I don't understand that Olivia annoyed the production team, but all the show about Olivia was just where she was gossiping from one place to the other, gossiping with her crew members, gossiping. But before then, Ebuka had already asked them they should guess who nominated them. They actually guessed Ipelem, which was actually correct. Then when they now showed them who nominated them, she was actually shocked that her best friend Blue Avia actually nominated her. She was actually crying because she nominated Blue Avia, and that was because Justin said she must nominate Blue Avia. So she was actually feeling very bad, feeling remorseful that she will nominate her best, or she nominated her best friend, only for her to now come out of the house and she's now seeing that her best friend actually nominated her. When Ebuka asked her, how do you feel? She said, well, she's speechless. She doesn't know what to say about it, because she cried. Like, she cried in the diary room after that nomination. Highlights were just basically gossip here and there, here and there, here and there. And
I don't call it gossip, I call it analyzing. Obviously, you need to talk. It's Big Brother's house, and
see, to be very frank with you, Olivia had better highlights, but I don't know what happened. They just have to use someone as a scapegoat. But what got me laughing was the period where she was trying to kiss Tabang and Tabang was refusing. Like, she was ashamed of the whole thing. Like, each time they showed her face, she just turned her face like, no, I don't want to see this. And it was just so surprising. Like, why can't you own up to your shit? After all, she's the one that once said it. I think sometime last week when they asked her what's up with you and I think Tabang, or one gossip she made like that, she said, I own up to my shit. Even today, so they also asked her that question. She said, I own up to my shit. So why is she not owning up to her shit about her bank? I'm just confused, girl. What exactly is going on? Like, can you tell me what exactly is going on? So after that, they now had to go. I feel very sorry for them that they're leaving at this point in time, but the show has to go on. But bear in mind that Yvonne is still in the house. Yvonne right now has lost two very close people. One is her boyfriend and two is her closest friend. So I wonder how she's going to cope at this point in time. But you know what, the game has to continue. We have few weeks to the end of the game, so she should focus on the game, because I think by tomorrow they're going to split them, and then the game now will now be for individual race. Now moving on, they now enter the house again, and then another eviction. I knew there were going to be 2 evictions, definitely, because the show is almost coming to an end. And last week, bear in mind, last week there was no eviction because of the election in Nigeria. So I just knew that 2 people were going to leave the house, and they just went straight up. Ebuka, the next housemate to leave the house. There was nothing like, oh, so and so person, you're safe, you're not safe. This one, straight up, so and so person, the next housemate to leave the house is Yelisa.
9, 8.
And that was when I was like, what? How? But before he actually called her Yelisa, I love what he did. He actually asked Ebubu, what's up with your partners, you and your partner, that is Tati, what's up? Like, it seems Tati is the one that makes like all the suggestions or all the recommendations that the group is supposed to make. Ebubu now went, and bear in mind that Tati actually made them come up for be nominated for eviction. This is the first time in the history that head of house will be up for possible eviction. It was so surprising. So people now said no, that it's not really like that, that he's actually aware of things that happen in their partners as their partners, and what happened last week was just a mistake that would never repeat itself. And then Ebuka was like, okay, that's fine. He now moved over to those to be evicted, and he now mentioned Yelisa. In my head, I'm like, Yelisa, how did this happen? I was thinking Yemi was very strong. I also thought Yelisa was very strong. I'm like, hey, but if you now ask me now, who were you expecting to go out? I have to be very honest, I didn't even know who was going to go out, but Yelisa had to go out and they were evicted from the show. It's really shocking. I'm sure everybody is actually very shocked that this happened. I'm very happy that the Royals are actually safe, because if the Royals got evicted, I would really feel bad, because Tati will never forgive herself. Like, she will never ever forgive herself that this actually happened to her, and it was her fault that it happened to her. So now I'm just going to say, it's not good to look down on people. I remember when people said, oh, the Royals are not strong. Even me, I said it. I'm not going to come here and say I did not say it. My last video, I said it. I said the Royals were not strong, and it's unfortunate that this happened to them. But right now, I think Big Brother should also ask us, what have we learned while watching this Big Brother Nigeria? So lessons we've learned is, don't judge anybody. Like, just open your mind to the show, because things are actually turning on its own. Like, when you were expecting this will happen, something else gets to happen. To even think that the Royals are even stronger than Olivia and what's his name again, and what's that his name, Justin, is actually very, very surprising. Like, I didn't see that coming at all. Like, the Royals almost, whoever is doing this for the Royals, you guys are doing the bomb. I'm very excited. I will want to see them actually in the finals, and I hope they actually make it to the final. Like, they've won my heart with just this singular act. So let me know in the comment section what you think about today's Eviction? Were you expecting it? Were you not expecting it? Who do you think will be leaving next week? And also, what do you think tomorrow's head of house game will be? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell button and drop your comments as well. Bye.
You play with and stuff like that, not in the other way around.
Never talks to Justin like that though.
I do every time. I do.